Om Namah Shivaya.
Showroom, dear friends, I'm Professor Dr.Manoj.Kalantri from Ishan's Emporium. Vastu Shastra is a colossal, magnificent subject that everybody is aware of. Everybody wants to follow Vastu to the maximum possible extent. So, given this thirst that all of you have for Vastu Shastra, I would like to clarify two aspects of Vastu Shastra. They are the fundamental aspects of Vastu Shastra. I am greatly pained to see that a lot of people are making major mistakes as far as this factor is concerned. So I found it necessary to put up this video giving the details, the final details in regarding to Vastu Shastra. Now, what are these two topics that I want to speak upon? First is the Bhoomipujan and second is the Vastu Shanti. The positions and the importance of these two rituals, Hindu rituals. First of all, many classical literature on the subject of Vastu Shastra, authoritative classical texts have categorically said that before you commence construction, means other than cleaning of the plot of any garbage that may be there or thorny plants or something like that, even before you construct a compound wall or make a boring or make an underground water tank or whatever, you should perform the Bhoomipujan. It is an essential puja ritual that needs to be done. Now, this is applicable for a residential premise, a commercial premise, an industrial premise, or a farmhouse, or a godown, or anything. The moment you are going to build on land, you are going to construct on land that is Bhumi, you need to seek permission from the Bhumi. You need to seek its blessings. And that is done in the form of Bhoomipujan, which is of course performed by learned pandits. Not pandits who will be on the mobile and they're chanting mantras here. You need really good, authentic pandits to perform this Bhoomipujan ritual. Now tell me, in which direction does Bhoomipujan take place? I can hear a lot of noises and I can hear northeast. Because northeast is considered Ishanya. Ishanya in Sanskrit means Ishwar ka sthan, place of gods. So many a person make this gross error of performing the Vastu Bhoomipujan in the northeast direction. My friends, this is totally wrong. The Bhoomipujan needs to be performed in the southeast direction. Yes, you heard me right. It is the southeast, which is called Agneya. This is the direction where you perform the Bhoomipujan, not in the northeast. I have been repetitively seeing this, and so I am compelled to come out with this video clarifying this aspect. One, and it is an important ritual. Don't bypass it. Just because you do not have a muhurat or you're not planned well, don't bypass it. You need the permission and the blessings of the Vastu Purush, the Bhumi, to commence your construction. I have seen n number of cases where this has not been done and the fallouts have been pretty bad. They may come sooner or later, they may come in any form, any format, but then you get the backlash, which is certainly not desirable. The second aspect is Vastu Shanti. This is an important ritual before occupying or before using any premise. In a residential premise, you occupy it. In a commercial premise, you start operating your business from it. Now what happens is, people are lazy. People feel, oh, we will do Vastu Shanti, but right now we are out of budget, or right now there is no muhurat, so let's not do it right now. Let's do it later. And that later never comes. I know of so many of my clients who believe in everything I say, follow everything I have said to them, but for one reason or other, for 10 years, 15 years, they have not been able to do the Vastu Shanti. Though they have all the intent to, but for one reason or other, it's left out. My friends, perform the Vastu Shanti well in advance, and only then move into the home. Even if it's not fully done and you are in a hurry to move in, all you need to do is do the entire home Havan rituals. You can do it in the living room, in the northeast area of the home, or the east direction of your home, or your commercial premises. Again, the Vastu Shanti is also applicable to the residential, commercial, industrial, all kinds of premises. After doing the home Havan and everything, you need to do something called a nikshep, where you have a small utensil in which there are various auspicious samagris, like a golden shalaka, like a golden pratima of the Vastu Purush, which by the way is always supposed to be kept upside down. And you have the Ratnas, and you have many other things. A learned Pandit or a learned Vastu consultant will guide you in regards to all the details. But this nikshep, that is placing it below the tile in case of a flat or a bungalow, or where should it be done? What is the direction in which it should be done? Just of late, I came across a premise which was very beautifully made as per Vastu Shastra, but they did it in the northeast corner. Again, going by the same rational, same logic, same reasoning, that this is the place for God. So, Vastu Purush Nikshep, that little utensil, little container with all these auspicious items is placed in the northeast direction. No, it needs to be placed in the southeast corner, southeast direction, that is Agneya. Further, you need to take care that you do not put any weight directly on it, you do not stamp on it. It has to be placed with all these things bearing in mind. Vastu Shanti is a Shanti performed for the Vastu Purush. The Vastu Purush, as many of you may know, is a very hungry child. He yearns for having food all the time. So in so many families, you would see people boiling milk and milk spilling over. The idea is it needs to go to the ground, and the idea is it should be consumed by the Vastu Purush. That is why you have a gala function, you call a rock people, you feed them with great dishes, and you have a great kind of a festival. The idea is that the southeast, where you bury this nikshep of this gadu or this container, it needs to be taken care of on a daily basis. This is something that people conveniently forget. Once the Vastu Purush is placed, people forget all about him. See, every charge has a discharge point. So it's very essential that you get it, you keep charging that point. Because if the Vastu Purush is happy, he will ensure that everything in the Vastu, in that particular premise, is also very pleasant, where there's a lot of cordiality, a lot of happiness. Saraswati, Ganpati, Lakshmi Mata are all present in their completeness in that Vastu. So what do you need to do on a daily basis? On a daily basis, whenever you cook your meals, could be a lunch or a dinner, a small offering called Bhog or Naivedya, a small offering of those meals may be roti and sabji or dal and chawal. A little offering has to be made to the Vastu Purush with the chanting of Om Namo Bhagavate Vastu Devta Yai Namaha, and a small prayer asking the Vastu Purush to be satiated, to be happy, to be comfortable, and asking for forgiveness, and then offering this twice a day. Suppose you are traveling, suppose you are unwell, suppose you have got food from outside one day. Does not matter if you do not offer food that day. It's not a compulsion that every day, come what may, you need to offer. But whenever you are at home and it's a regular day and you have cooked meals for twice a day, you should offer the afternoon meal. Then you should offer the night meal, remove the afternoon meal and give it to birds or a cow, or keep it near some holy plant. One of the animals would eat it and go away. But offering this with this mantra and with this little prayer is quintessential for peace and harmony and growth of your family or your business. This is something I have put it in short, but I hope you've got the crux of what I'm trying to say. First is the southeast direction where the Bhoomipujan needs to be performed, the southeast direction where the Nikshep in any Vastu needs to be done. Do not skip the Vastu Shanti Pooja along with its Homa, Havan, everything. Another thing you need to bear in mind, till the building does not come down, it's not completely dilapidated and broken down, you're not allowed to perform the Vastu Nikshep all over again. You can do the Home Havan part as a re-energization of the Vastu procedure, but you cannot do the Nikshep again. And if you change the flooring, or if you make any structural changes, or you go through a renovation, ensure that that Nikshep remains undisturbed. It should not be, moved or taken away or thrown away by labor. Nothing of that sort should happen. You're calling for trouble. You're calling for serious trouble if something like that happens. So, my friends, I hope you found this little information to be useful. And if you have liked this little video, please like our video, please subscribe to our channel, and please share this little knowledge that I have tried to impart with you. Thank you so much for watching. Shivam Kalyanam.